and welcome to our channel, Loving Handcrafts by BMW. This is Brenda. So might be my last video on stencils for this month. Not sure. I'm having a lot of fun. Let me just say this. So I went through my stash and I picked out, whoops, I'm sorry, I have a stencil. I picked out this stencil from Spellbinders. Remember I said I was going to be using a lot of items that I've already purchased. So I just flipped through one of my kits, and this was from May. May 24th. It's called Tropical Spray. It's a layering stencil. Yeah, Tropical Spray is 6x6s. So this is the stencil. So I was struggling with what colors to do and then what ink to use. And then I remember that I don't have to struggle, that I got this cube thing a while ago. And then I've used it sparingly, but I haven't used it a lot. So I went through and it tells you how to use the colors, the shades, the tints. I don't have exactly like all the colors, like there's not 100% match, but these were the cards. So this is what they look like. I think when I was looking during Black Friday last year, they had I guess the designer had revamped this particular cube. I've got 1 and 2. So it's a little slightly different. She upgraded it, revamped it, did a whole lot of things with it. But I wasn't going to buy it again because I don't have a lot of space. So I was flipping through and I looked at this one and I was like, I don't know. But then I looked at this one. So let me show you what I did. So I looked at this and I went through my Catherine Pooler inks because that's what I was going to use for this particular stencil. Last time I used my oxides, my distressed and oxide inks from, I don't remember what's the name of it. But anyway, the distressed line. So I looked at number 2. And so I was fumbling through. I thought I had it over here. Whoops. Let me go grab it. I'll be right back. I'll show you what I was looking at. Give you my thought process. So I was fumbling through my swatches for Catherine Pooler inks, right? So I'm taking this card and I'm looking at my swatches to see what colors, and this is the front side, the visual, and then the back side, what colors that I had in her full sets. So I'm just running through my swatches and I run across this color, this auburn color. And then I'm like, okay, well, I got that color. Close to it, as close as I can get it. It's like the darker shade. And then I was looking to see, do I want to do hunter green? That would be nice for Christmas. I don't have that clay in her line, or if I do, if she has it, I don't have it. But then I was like, I got this chocolate color, right? And this is 2 ideas I would never think to put together. I'm sorry, my little keyring is not cooperating. So I have that close as I can get. I think it's a little bit darker than her, but still, I mean, it's pretty close. At least I've got the spirit of this color, you know? So I said, well, okay, let me practice. And I absolutely love this color combination. I would have never put this together without this little doodad here, without this little inspirational card for color combinations, because it's not a color combination I would have even thought to put together. But I tried to go for this chocolate color and then this color. So this is what I ended up using: Cranberry Fizz and icing on the cake, and it gave me the most darling background. So if I turn this into a panel for a birthday card, then I would definitely be doing some custom color cardstock using this Cranberry Fizz and swiping that and then cutting out happy birthday, and then it'll match this perfectly. So that's my plan. So you might be seeing that later. But like I said, I'm doing a lot of backgrounds because I ran out of cards and I wanted to do something different. So I'm kind of building back up my birthday cards and my all occasion cards. Okay, so having said that, I was like, okay, that's the inspiration. I was like, okay, well, I poo-pooed number 1 because I didn't actually have any of these colors in my stash. Actually, like that and that together. Oh my God, that's pretty. But I remembered I had some Catherine Pooler minis. So I go back to my little thing, and this is, and I wasn't consistent. I just was just doing whatever I felt like. But I was looking through and I was like, okay, this color, this pucker up color looks pretty close to that. And then this chiffon color looks pretty close to that. So let's put these together. So I'm looking at this magenta color here and then this gold color. Like, it's pretty close. So I was like, let's put that together. Oh, that magenta and that camel color would look really good, but I'd have to dig. But anyway, so that's what I'm going to do right now. So I went and got my minis. I don't use these very often, and you really can't see that. Oh my God. I don't know why she thought this was good. You could barely see it. I am challenged. I don't know if I can even, you can't even see it, but this is chiffon. And then this is pucker up. Okay, so those are the 2 I'm going to use. And see what happens and be surprised. Because I'm having a lot of fun using these colors. I'll put that right there for my inspiration. Put that back on top because I do not want to lose those. Okay, so I am going to pull back out the cardstock from Gina K again. Actually, I have some thicker cardstock than this, but this will be fine. I actually like using that, but I'm trying to use this up. I got 20 of them, and it was free. So free is good. We like, oops, we like free. Nope, I'm going to use this. Bye. I'm going to use this. This actually, I have better results with this. So this is my scrapbook.com silicone mat. This is the 9 by whatever it is, 9 by 12, I think, from Waffle Flower. No, Altenew? Which one of them? Who knows? I don't keep up with the names, y'all. I think that's from Altenew. Yeah, great. And it doesn't really matter which one you use. No. But I am going to try. Because they're not numbered, so I guess it really doesn't matter. But I am going to try to match that up. Oh, I think this is the one I used. Okay. Yep. This is the one I used first. So we're going to do that one. So this will be by default my number 1. Yep. So I'm going to line it up as best I can. I'm going to try to stay away from some harsh lines. All right, there we go. And then I am going to take this, make a this. I made this into like a little T-square. I know they sell those that you can put on your mat, make like a corner, and I might have something that will help me, but in the meantime, a little bit of tape won't hurt. Okay. So I'm gonna start with the pucker up. So let me get my blending brush out. Move that out the way. I'm gonna clean this because I don't know what's on it. At least I thought I was. Okay, I moved it. It's in the bathroom, so I'll just do it like this. Yeah, it's in my bathroom. I was cleaning this stencil. I was like, I should have filmed it, but I didn't because I didn't know. I didn't trust the process. So I was like, I gotta put this down on paper. It turned out really pretty. Is that? No, that's not purple. Is that purple? That's a little too much. No, no, no. Let's do this pink one. I want to mess up my brush. I was like, oh, somebody, yep, I'm glad somebody said, Brenda, no, no, you're gonna jack your brush up. Okay, let's go ahead and hit it. I'm gonna start with a light hand. I'm gonna swirl. I'm kind of happy. Oh yeah, I'm glad I picked that. Okay, that was a better move. And then I'm just gonna swirl it up. I really, really like that and that orangey color. That would be pretty too. So when I get a loss for a color combination, I'm definitely pulling that out. Something cube. What is it called? It'd be nice if she had stories on here. It's called. It's by something Clark. Color Cube. Yeah. And that's called Color Cube. Got it in, I guess, 23. Oh. And I have used it to pick out color combinations. This is giving me baby pink vibes. Alright, I'm going to swirl it up down by these base. Just trying to get some subtle swirl it up. Oh, it's going to be really pretty. I'm just swirling by the base of these. Now, I'm sure if you got a detailed blending brush, you could do a little bit better job than I have. But these were pretty small. But you could have, if you wanted to really get some shading in there, get a little brush. Now you can decide how intense you want to go, but you know me, I like the watercolor look, so I'm going to kind of keep it pretty light. And then I'm going to take this yellow brush. Here we go. Wipe this off first. Wipe some of that excess off this so it'll be easier to clean when I go to the next one. In my bathroom where I left my alcohol. Not bad. And then if you know you have it right, since they didn't put any dang on markings anywhere, you'll know you have it lined up when everything's covered up. It's like, you could have etched something in the front, but they did not. Alas, they did not. I think I've just gotten spoiled from using Gina's stencils. Oh, it's not lined up quite right. I can still see some pink. Let's see. There was one where, see, got a little misaligned right there. A little bit out of there. But it won't hurt. But you want to pay attention. So that's what I'm doing. Sorry if my head gets in the way. I'm trying to make sure I just don't see any pink. And then I'm sure it's lined up. And it could be just operator error. Alright, so chiffon. Let's see. Chiffon. I don't have, this is bright. Don't trust the process. I'm sure if I used, you know, you could do the classic watercolors, the blues, the seagrass, the tranquil sea colors from Gina would have worked as well. Anything that looks oceany. But I think this is really pretty. Maybe next time I'll pull these out. I was thinking, oh, okay, well, you've done with the ink. Maybe you should go back and do some of these, just these two types. It's 1, 2 with one of these layers with some paste, because I do have paste. Don't use it a lot, but like I said, 2026 is going to be all about using everything I have in my stash. Alright, I think I'm good. I think this is going to be darling too. Okay. Alright, everybody, hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, peel and reveal. Oh my god! I forgot to wipe it off. I was too excited. Oh my god, look at that. Two very different looks with the same stencil. Oh my god, look at that. I like how I positioned this one better because I got a little border right there. But two very different looks with the same stencil. I think, I don't know which one I like best. I like this one, I like this one, I like them both. Ha! Oh, these are some short, quick videos, so you tell me which one you like best. Do you like the icing on the cake with the friend cranberry fizz, or you like the pucker up with the chiffon? Please leave a comment or a comment on which one you like best. You know, if you're stuck with me this far, I'm going to ask you to like, subscribe, and of course I've already asked you to comment. Let's get that YouTube algorithm cooking and going with and increase my subscribers, because I do it one day at a time, one subscriber at a time. Oh my god, I'm loving it. So if you love it too, again, show your support, and I will talk to you guys later.